This week on the Sequoyah Scribe Newscast, Elizabeth and Ian report on Sevier's first annual Geography Bee.
Also in this episode, Joshua and Andrea explore co-teaching at Sevier's Middle School.
And in our sports segment, Fatima and Kristen visited tryouts for the 2016 Sevier Middle softball team. All this and more coming up on the Sequoyah Scribe Newscast. Good morning, Sevier Middle. My name is Alison.
And I'm Logan. Welcome to this week's episode of the Sequoyah Scribe Newscast.
This year, John Sevier Middle School held a Geography Bee for the first time. The winner of the bee will go on to compete in the next stage of the National Geography Bee. Elizabeth and Ian have the story.
The Geography Bee offers a variety of students an opportunity to express their knowledge about the Earth and its people.
After a series of questions, that student automatically becomes one of the finalists and will be asked no more questions.
Not many students know about the competition.
It's just a competition about geography between students in Sevier.
Sometimes, great opportunities like this competition come at a price. Studying can be a tedious job, so how are some ways to study successfully?
You really just have to sign up for it and then study.
Well, I thought the Geography Bee was actually later than it was, so I just started studying Sunday night. However, I did study every day after that.
Even though the hosts of the Geography Bee provided a pre-bee app, some contestants already possess geography knowledge and how to research it.
The internet, that's pretty much the answer to everything.
Yes, when I was in second grade, I was really fascinated with geography, and I played that Stack the Countries game a whole ton, so I guess that helped.
The contestants have thoughts on how they did and if they were nervous.
Yes, I was, because as with the spelling bee, I was competing against 7th and 8th graders that had probably more knowledge about geography than I did, and so that made it hard.
It was better than I actually thought that it would be. Now, if you're going against the whole school, you really don't have very high expectations of yourself, but I did better than I thought that I was going to do.
Connor, the winner of the Geography Bee, gets to participate in the regionals. He must know how to prepare for it, however.
As soon as I find out how the state qualification test works exactly, I have bought this study guide book, so I guess I'll just work through that and look at the website.
The Geography Bee rates students using first and second place. Between the two qualifiers, Ethan received second place and Connor received first.
I was very excited because I did not think I was going to win coming into here. I did not necessarily expect to win, but I was really surprised, and I was happy that I won.
Students sometimes wonder why geography is important in the end.
Geography is important just to know about different things around the world, about places you may go or may never get to go, just to know about different cultures and other places besides exactly where you live.
Reporting for SSN, this has been Elizabeth and Ian.
In other news, John Sevier Middle School and the Sevier Parent-Teacher-Student Association have partnered with local businesses and organizations. Calvary Baptist Church, Max Medicine Mart, P&S Pharmacy, Prairie Farms Dairy, and Walmart to build emergency preparedness kits for the academic classroom at the school. School Resource Officer Brad Conkin and Family Liaison Marty Mead spearheaded this project to provide classrooms with basic medical care supplies.
Parents and teachers of private and homeschooled special needs students are invited to an information session to learn more about the services that Kingsport City Schools can provide. This information session will be held on Wednesday, February 24th, 2016, from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., located in the Netherland Room at the Administrative Support Center.
The start of TN Ready testing has been delayed due to computer issues. The TN Ready test was set to replace TCAP testing in Tennessee this school year. The test was supposed to be online, but technical problems have moved the test back to paper and pencil. The new TN Ready test dates should soon be announced.
Several Sevier classrooms have two teachers this school year. Joshua and Andrea filed this report about co-teaching at Sevier Middle.
This year, multiple classes at Sevier are co-taught. When a class is co-taught, it means there are 2 teachers in the class.
My name is Nori Ann Young. I teach 8th grade language arts with Matt Case.
Why are some classes at Sevier co-taught?
The co-taught classes are there to provide students with extra support, so there are 2 teachers in the same room, and that way when kids have trouble, there's twice as much help for them.
The teachers like having another teacher in the classroom.
Working with another teacher in the same classroom has been great. Miss True and I get along really well. It's nice to bounce ideas off of each other and have someone to interact with and have someone else to help students when they're struggling, and it's just been really great.
Co-teaching has its pros and cons.
The best thing is I think that we get to know our students better, and then Mrs. Roop and I we get along really well. So we have a lot of fun in here. And so that's, I think, helps the kids too. We have a good environment, and that makes everything just go better. And the most challenging thing is even still helping kids as much as they need. Kids can always use more help. And so even with 2 of us in here, it's hard to get to everybody. So that's the most challenging thing.
Teachers think co-teaching helps their students.
I think it's been a positive effect on students. A lot of my students already knew my co-teacher, Mr. Case, from the 6th grade, so it was just a natural progression and fit in the classroom coming into 8th grade, and I think that it's just been a tremendous benefit for them.
Matt Case thinks co-teaching could allow more students to get the help they need.
Some of the other co-teachers may not like me saying this, but I would love to be able to open the door up a little bit more for a few more students to help them out in any way that we can.
Co-teaching is meant to help the students. What's their opinion on it?
It's really nice because they can help you on work if the other one's busy.
Because, like when teachers are working with another student, they're able to work with you.
Well, if one of them's working, you can have 2 teachers, and it helps me a lot.
Co-teaching fulfills its purpose.
Yeah, because you get 2 different views on a topic or whatever.
The students of Sevier think having more co-taught classes would be good for the school.
Yes, because there's a lot of kids that usually need help. There's usually more than one kid that needs help at some time.
Yes, it'll help a lot of us better.
Reporting for SSN, this has been Joshua.
Last week, more snow arrived in the Kingsport area. Kingsport City Schools had to miss another day of school last Monday. Is the snow finally over, or is there more snow in the forecast? Andrea is standing by in the Weather Center with the answer.
Last week, snow hit Kingsport again. Will there be snow this week? Good morning, my name is Andrea. Monday will start with 30% chance of rain. It will be mostly cloudy with a high near 56 degrees. At night there will be 50% chance of rain. It will be cloudy with a low around 41 degrees. On Tuesday, rain is likely during the day. It will be cloudy with a high of 49 degrees. At night the chance of rain and snow will be about 70%. It will be cloudy with a low around 35. On Wednesday, rain and snow showers are likely again. It will be mostly cloudy with a high near 43 degrees. The low at night will be around 30 degrees. On Thursday, there will be partly cloudy skies in the morning. The high will be near 43 degrees. At night, snow is possible. After midnight, but there should be less than 1 inch of snow. The low will be around 30 degrees. Friday, we'll see partly cloudy skies during the day. At night, the high will be 43 degrees. and low will be 26 degrees. That's it for this week's weather report. Now let's go back to the newscast studio.
Spring sports are about to kick off at Sevier Middle School. Track, baseball, and softball have started practicing, and the first competitions are just around the corner. Gabriel is standing by with the sports report.
With winter sports wrapped up, spring sports have started practicing. Good morning, Sevier Middle. My name is Gabriel. The following students made the 2016 Sevier softball team. In 8th grade, Cassidy Miller, Jaden Carpenter, Faith Lucas, Belle Wolf, Maggie Potter, Evie Batisto, and Braylon Burrs made the team. In 7th grade, Morgan Cordell, Kelsey Graham, Cassidy Ajon, Amari Ashley, and Alyssa Burrs made the team. And in 6th grade, Madison Park, Riley Churchwell, Lauren Fountain, Ellie Campbell, Emma Allgood, and Grace Lyle made the team. In other news, the Sevier Middle School track team has started practicing. Practice was originally supposed to start last Monday, but it had to be delayed because of snow. The track team practices daily from 3 to 4 o'clock. The following students made the 2016 Sevier baseball team. Xander Harris, Harbin Gladson, Connor Collins, Jackson Cruz, Braden Yates, Ethan Council, Andrew Larkins, Clayton Culberson, Ben Worley, Landon Rath, Joe Davis, Noah Osborne, Braden Fletcher, Kyler Banks, Cameron Williamson, Jet Harris, Andrew Bentley, Matthew Moore, Sebastian Fugit, Blake Dunsford, and Zane Whitson. With spring sports about to kick off their season, Kristen and Fatima visited the Sevier softball tryouts and filed this report.
Recently, the Sevier Lady Warriors softball tryouts took place. There are many reasons why students tried out for softball.
Well, I've never played before, but I think it'll be fun.
Because I really love the sport and I've made it the past 2 years.
Because softball is probably my favorite sport of all. I have the most playing time and it's really fun.
I like playing softball, and it's really fun sport, and I get to show everyone what I can do.
Because it's a fun sport and I've played it before.
The candidates had mixed opinions on whether they would make the team.
I don't know. Probably 25-75 chance.
Well, I've improved over the years, so I think at least a 7 out of 10 or something.
Well, I've been on the team before and I've improved a lot, so I think I'll make the team again.
Well, I don't think I'm going to make it because I'm kind of bad at it, but oh well.
If the candidates make the team, they have many hopes for the upcoming season.
Positive attitudes and having fun.
I hope I do good, and I hope we have a winning record and everybody gets along. I hope we work more as a team and that we have better attitudes.
I hope we do really good this year and play as a team.
Some students have been on the team before and enjoyed it.
Yes, I've been on the team for the last 2 years, and my favorite part was probably just having fun with the girls on the team.
Yeah, I've been on the team for 2 years, and I think us getting riled up in the dugouts, cheering our teammates on.
Yeah, I've been on it since 6th grade, and I think my favorite part is probably us acting as a team and whenever we win.
Most candidates wanted to go further in their career of softball.
I'm going to keep on practicing harder, and eventually I want to make DB's softball team.
Well, I don't think I'm going to get very far, so I think I'm just going to play in middle school. Yes, I would like to make the DB softball team, and travel team, but
there are multiple things that the coaches are looking for in a player.
One of the biggest things I look for is effort. We're just looking for somebody to be a good teammate that works hard. Athletic ability is important, but we can teach some of the skills. So really right now what we're looking for is just for somebody who is willing to come out and work hard and give us all they've got.
Hard work, effort, someone who's coachable.
The coaches have advice for students who are trying out.
Give it all you've got. Come out every time that we're out here. Give 100%. At least show that you're trying. It's okay to make mistakes as long as you're trying hard, but there becomes a problem when you're not trying and still making mistakes.
Just work hard, do your best, and listen.
They also have advice for the students who didn't make the team.
Just keep working hard. Come back if you have a chance to come back and try again next year.
I would advise them to get into like a rec program or a travel program and keep working on their skills and building their skills, and then try out again next year, whether it's here at Sevier or as they go into DB or wherever it may be.
Even the coaches are excited for the upcoming season.
We have a lot of girls who have been working very hard in the off season, so my hope is that this team is going to grow, this team is going to thrive, they're going to work really hard, and that they're going to come out and win ball games. These girls have put in a lot of work, they've made a lot of improvement that's already being seen, so I'm really proud of all that they've done, and we're hoping to bring along some of the younger girls too and just get them to that level. We're hoping that our 8th graders will set a good example for them.
We have a lot of players coming back, so just wanting to see the level of improvement from last year.
Like former students Blake Leeper and Cody Sensabaugh, the coaches think these players may have some potential as well.
I'm hoping that they will decide to go on and play at DB or whatever high school they may go to. They've worked hard, a lot of them. This is their primary sport. This is what they want to do. So I hope that they will commit themselves to that and that they'll go on and play at the high school level.
I think some of these girls can go as far as they want to go. So there's some very capable athletes out here.
This has been Kristen and Fatima reporting for SSN.
That's all for this week's Sports Report. Now let's go back to the newscast studio.
With co-teaching happening in several Sevier Middle School classrooms, Gabriel and Kaylin hit the halls to find out what Sevier students think about this new setup.
Students experience different types of teachers every year, from the odd day where they get a substitute to new teachers at the beginning of the year. But this year, students experience something different. Co-teachers. SSN hit the halls to see how students feel about this.
I think it could be a good thing because instead of having to send students to help, you can get the teacher to go.
I think it's a good idea because if one teacher has to leave the classroom, another one can take it over.
I think it's actually a good thing because you might actually get to learn a little bit more, especially when the teacher's busy. You can, if you have a question, you can get it answered right away, and you'll just be able to learn stuff better.
I think it's a great idea because there's going to be more people in the room to help me learn.
It can be a good idea or a bad idea because we've had co-teachers in the past that were actually pretty, not that good of a teacher, so it kind of affects the class in a way, but if it's a good teacher, it's a really good idea.
I think it's a good idea because if I have a problem or I need help on something, there are people in there to help my classmates and me.
I like it because one teacher can be helping somebody else while they're helping you too.
I think it would be confusing because they would be talking over the other teacher and the other teacher would be talking over the teacher. Yeah.
I think it's a good thing because if one teacher is absent, then the other teacher could come in and substitute.
I think it's good. You get double the help, so that's good.
I like the idea of it because you can get extra help if one person is one of your teachers are busy. So.
If you want to tell us your opinion, tweet us at the hashtag SSNHitsTheHalls, and your comment could be featured on the air. Now let's go back to the newscast studio.
That's it for this week's episode of the Sequoyah Scribe Newscast.
And when we return, Joshua and Andrea explore how 8th grade students are preparing for high school.
Logan and I take a closer look at how the TN Ready test is different from the old TCAP test.
And in sports, Alison and I report about the start of the track season.
I'm Alison.
And I'm Logan. Have a great week, Sevier Middle.